everyone, welcome back to my channel. So recently I've been experienced quite a bit of downturn of my life. I've been laid off at the beginning of the year, and also recently I've been break up with my boyfriend. So I've been experienced quite a bit of tough time, and I keep feeling sad and having those negative feelings. I try so many ways just to try to cheer myself up, including going to the gym, talking with my friends, but those are just not helping me as much. Until one day that I was randomly shopping at Indigo, and I find this, the 5-minute journal. I brought this and I've been writing this 5-minute journal for a month, and now I can say that I feel much happier, and this literally changed my life. So what is this 5-minute journal? If you're not familiar with it, the 5-minute journal is a structured daily journal that encourages you to reflect the positive aspects of life and cultivate the gratitude. It is a quick and easy way to start your day off on the right foot and maintain a positive mindset throughout the day. So basically how this 5-minute journal works is that it has 2 sections, one for the morning once you wake up and one for the night before you go to bed. It is literally as that simple, and I would say that I spend usually less than 5 minutes a day to record both of the sections in the morning and in the night. For the morning section here you write the date, and you will be writing out the 3 things that you are mostly grateful for. And there's also going to be a section that you record 3 things that would make today great. Also, there's a daily affirmation that basically records what is your spirit of life. What do you think it is the most meaningful for life? Obviously, every day is a new day, and every day you will be having a new mindset. So I find out that the sections that I am grateful for, this really reminds me of what are the good things around me. When I'm personally in a really tough time for myself, I kept thinking about the bad things around me and kept ignoring what are the good things that I already have. And by having this section that reminds me how grateful that I should be for all of the small things that I have, I find out that I'm so much happier and so much grateful for all of the things that I have. And this really helps me to focus on what makes me happy instead of what makes me feel really bad. And for the second section here, what would make today great, especially when you're writing this in the morning, I kept reminding myself those 3 things that I write that will keep today great. Those are actually pretty small things that I usually write, such as being nice to people around me, being nice to colleagues, or having like a nice meal and treat myself with some nice food. Those are all the things that makes me happy. But before I write this journal, I never realized that those small things actually make myself happy. And for the daily affirmation, this is actually a section that I'm trying to reflect what is my spirit of life and what are the things that I try to achieve in my life, such as something that I write being positive to every day, being positive to every person, and try to be a better myself day by day. Those are all the great daily affirmations. But to be honest, before I start myself with this 5-minute journal, every day when I'm trying to wake up in my bed, I'm always like, why there's a new day that started again? Why am I keep suffering from all of those negative feelings that I have in my mind? And by writing all of those stuff down, it really helps me to flush all of the negative feelings away. I really like the motto here in this journal. Early to bed, early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. And there's also a section that you're supposed to do before you go to bed. And here's another motto in this book: never go to sleep without a request to your subconscious. And there is a question asked in this journal that actually is quite thought-provoking. What do you typically do before you sleep? And do you have a routine? Well, no, I kept thinking of what I do before sleep. I usually just randomly browse my phone without doing anything. And it's recommended in the journal that you should resolve any conflict before you go to sleep with love, honesty, and trust. I honestly think that spend a few minutes before sleep trying to review the day, what did you learn, and what are the highlights, is a great way to reflect the highs and the lows of the day. And here, before I go to sleep, I'm supposed to write the highlights of the day. So for 3 points, I'll be listing what makes me really happy about the day. And there's also a section, what did I learn today? It can be either something technical that I learned, like a new tech stack, or it can be anything that is non-technical, something that I learned. It is a great way for me to reflect the whole day and what are the highs and lows. I find this 5-minute journaling so much better than the normal journal that I used to try. I used to have a pretty simple journal that is just a notebook that I try to record what is happening in a day. It is just not as effective as this 5-minute journal because it's asking you specific questions and trying to make me feel happier and be appreciative of my life. So this is what I do every day. Every morning I wake up, I brush my teeth and get ready for work. But before doing the very first thing for my work, I open this 5-minute journal and record the morning sections that I need to write. And every evening, after taking a shower and before I go to bed, after randomly browsing my cell phone for a while, I open this 5-minute journal again and to record the reflection of the day in my life. And here are the few things that I learned from this 5-minute journal. The first one is that gratitude is a powerful tool. It is the one one of the key elements of this 5-minute journal, that is this daily gratitude practice, recording what are you grateful for, and for each morning and evening, I was prompted to reflect on what I was thankful in my life. This simple act of focusing on the positive aspects of my life helped me to reframe my perspective and to find joy in the present moment, even during those difficult times. The second key takeaway is that consistency is a key. It is one of the biggest challenges that I faced during this 30 days challenge, sticking to this daily journal routine. There are a few days that I feel like I'm super lazy to the bed, I'm gonna be late to work, and I don't even want to open this 5-minute journey. And there are a few days before I go to bed, I was like, oh, this is so tired. It's actually already like 1 or 2 a.m. Do I still record this 5-minute journal or not? Well, the truth is I actually forced myself to do so because I was like, I have to do this 30 days challenge in order for me to film this video. However, once I established that consistent habit of journaling each morning and evening for like 10 days, it became much easier to maintain. And this consistency also helped me to build resilience and cope with the negative feelings in a healthy way. Once there is this one thing that helped me to build my consistency, I would say that this consistency actually has some momentum to help me get consistent to other stuff as well. The third learning is that reflection is important. By taking the time to reflect on my day and acknowledge both positive and negative aspects, I was able to gain a greater sense of self-awareness. By reflecting on my actions and emotions, I was able to identify areas of improvement and changes to my daily routine as needed. This reflection also helped me to process and manage my negative emotions in a really healthy way. And in summary, after this 30 days challenge, I find out that the 5-minute journal was a powerful tool to help me to navigate negative feelings and build resilience during a tough time in my life. The structured prompts and consistent routine provided a really good framework for me to really flush out those negative feelings and make me appreciate my life and think about what are the things that I really want in my life and trying to make progress towards that. If you're struggling with negative emotions, I really recommend giving this 5-minute journal a try. Literally, it's that easy. It's just 5 minutes a day of your time and you just need to stick with it. And that's all for today's video. Thanks so much. And for those experiencing the negative emotions that I do, I would highly recommend you to give this 5-minute journal a try. I'm also planning to keep this routine throughout at least the rest of the year. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you like the content and want to see more from my channel, please subscribe, and thank you so much. Bye. Do you like this journal? See, even my cat likes this journal.